place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page.
Welcome back to Daddy's Weekend with your man Jesse X. Hope you all been well. Can't say good, because good does not describe oneself. Kentucky Fried Chicken, they say is good. I don't eat chicken, so I don't know. So, pure vegetal, solo vegetal en español. ¿Cómo estás, mis amigos and amigas? Yeah, tú habla español un poquito. I'm here to talk about my greatest misses with some really good women along my path of life. And yes, I have some interesting stories. That bomb again. Gotta stop that. Anyway, I remember going out with this young lady when we were young, and I had just broke up with my ex, and she was young, and I remember going to the beach with this new girlfriend of mine. Oh, I wouldn't say girlfriend, someone I was interested in, and we were getting to know each other better. I remember the good times I had with her, and we were never intimate as far as having a sexual relationship, but we had intimacy. We talked, we cuddled. I remember we went to the beach, or used to go to the beach a lot, and we used to get on a blanket at night, like, you know, in the evening, and just lay there hugging each other and kissing for hours, and not having, I didn't even really even have the thought of, you know, getting really physical with her. I mean, you felt it, but at the same time you were at an age where I don't think it was really that important, you know. And then back then, you know, you wanted to smash all the time, but it wasn't something that you did like frequently, you know. You got to know someone, you know, you spent time with them. I tell you, the best times were going to the basement party or house party and just finding a female that you like and just dancing with her for hours, man. And your joint's like, Argh! And I know, and that feeling mentally was just the best thing, you know. You like, oh man, talking with your boys. Yo, I danced with what's her name for so many hours. I was grinding on her. Yo, she was nice. And that's a good feeling, man. That was a really good feeling. I don't know if young people even get those feelings now. It's just like if they're, you know, you're seeing somebody, it's like automatically you have to smash. I tell my kids all the time, my children, not kids, kids are goats. I tell my children all the time, which I have 2 boys, and I always tell them, yo, get your money before you get the honey. And it's a serious thing. You know, yeah, I got a lot of stories. I'm Gen X, man. I just came out of the baby boomers with their sexual hippie freedom of having sex type of generation. So I don't even think we're too much, you know, on level with them of free sex and stuff like that. Sex wasn't that important, man. It wasn't that important. As a matter of fact, when I was married, I got divorced and I was celibate for like 2 years, man. 2 years. That enables you to get yourself back to who you want to be, get rid of those old demons or old feelings that you had before you can go on to the next person. You carry an energy with you when you're with someone, because you actually transfer energy. I truly believe that you actually transfer energy to each other, and you don't want to bring that old energy into a new relationship, you know. And that's why they tell you, take time for yourself. As a matter of fact, this past year I've been celibate because I truly want to be with only one woman, and at this point we're not next to each other and stuff like that, so there's no reason for me to go out and just look for something in between. It's not worth it. You know, it's starting to rain right now. Hope this doesn't mess up my recording. But, you know, back to the story. we used to just go out and have fun and be with each other and just enjoy each other's company without being sexually intimate, you know. And it was the best thing, man. It was so much fun. And she was in college, you know, and I just worked. I wasn't a school guy. And she always used to say to me, "Oh, I have so much fun with you." As a matter of fact, I broke her car. She used to have this little Datsun. You don't even know what a Datsun is. It was a stick, and I used to drive that thing hard, because back in the days, I was a driver. Rode bikes, and I drove hard. And I remember breaking her car. She had to end up going to buy a new car. It was so funny. She said, "You finally made me get a new car." She's like, "I thank you, because my dad bought it." And you know, my ex-girlfriend was going through some mental stuff when we broke up, and her sister came to me one day and was like, "You know, D, you know, you need to come see my sister," because her sister and I were like sisters. I mean, if I had two girlfriends, her and her friend, we were the three amigos. Like, that was my female amigos, her sister and her sister's best friend. We're inseparable everywhere. That's how I ended up meeting my son's mother, through her sister. You know, she has a younger sister. She had got mad at me when I started dating her, but back then, you actually had more morals to me. Like, when I started dating her sister, I actually went and asked her father and mother, was it okay to date her, because she was younger than me. But we had a connection, and they said okay. And once they said okay, it was on. But we broke up, you know, young people stuff, you know, and I started dating this other girl. And one day, you know, the sister came and said, you know, "Can you talk to her, because she's feeling real bad?" And I did. And when I couldn't believe how serious it was mentally, how mental things can really put you through a mental state where you can't eat and you get depressed and you lose weight. Because my son's mother had a body that, yo, brothers would have to stop, you know. That's how bad she was. She had a body on her. She was an athlete too, so she was mad fit. And when I saw her, and she looked like a crackhead, I was like, I felt bad. I felt really thing for her. And I remember the new girl that I was seeing came over, and we're in the bedroom, and you know, she says to me, "D, do you want to know why I haven't been sexually intimate with you? Like, I haven't pushed it." And I'm not a pushy guy. I'll wait for the female to be like, "Yo, I'm ready," you know. She says, "Because you have a picture of your ex in your bedroom on the dresser, and I never ever said anything about it, but I want to be with you, and that bothers me." Man, you want to see how quick that picture came down? Blows on skirts, scratches and sausage. But we never smashed, because I actually started to put more time into my ex. And one day she said to me, and I told her, you know, I was honest with her, and she said to me, "You're going to have to make a choice." The new girl, because she was older and she was in college. She was a little more, you know, mentally stable and sophisticated. She said, "You're going to have to make a choice. It's either me or that young girl." I chose the young girl. So I wonder, like, this is one of my greatest misses, because she was just really, really, really all that. You know, you can't have regrets in life, I don't think. I don't. I think everything is just a learning experience, and whatever you choose at that time is the best decision that you can make for you at that time. Yes, in retrospect, you can look back at things and say, you know, that wasn't the greatest move, that wasn't the greatest decision. Well, who knows? You don't know. So you have to make those decisions at that time when you're ready. Oh my goodness. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't necessarily have to be physical with each other to have a good time. It's possible to have a relationship a better relationship without having sex. You know, sex is, let me tell you, it's good. But when you're spiritually connected with someone, when you really love someone, the sex is, when I say that much, like, that much better. And it took time for me to learn these things. You know, they say men learn things, they're not as smart as women are, when they're younger. And I honestly believe that. We're not as mature. We're immature. We're testosterone driven animals, and we love the women. That's another thing too. We as men have this thing just in a man type of thing that you have to conquer so many women. And I think once you're in that circle and they start telling you this and you start to do it, it becomes a bad habit. There's some people that are just naturally horny, but for the most part, I think about smashing different women, I think it becomes a bad habit. I think it's something that we learn when we're young because it's like a masculine thing, but it ain't the right thing. It's not the best thing, to be honest with you. It's just not. I've learned from my experiences, so this is why I'm able to talk to young guys and tell you don't have to do this. It's not necessary to do that because maybe there's not someone guiding you. Maybe you're in that circle where everybody's like, yo, you gotta smash this, yo, did you smash that? And you don't have to do it. You do not have to do it. I could tell you a story which should be one of my pum pum shorts. My best friend, his sister and I had this love-hate relationship. Like, she wanted to be with me and hated me at the same time. And I liked her and hated her at the same time. And I remember going over the house in the summertime. I'm grown, man. Like, got my motorcycle, got my job. And I was like, my mother used to call me the motorcycle riding gigolo, right? Because every time I got on that bike, I pick up a chick. Straight up. Bring them home. Hey, mom, this is such and such. My mother's like, yeah, hey, how you doing? Because she knew what time it was. I was having fun. And I used to go over, I got this, what do you call it, persona and this thing that I didn't really check for girls in my neighborhood too much at one time. And I always just go to the next town or the town over, whatever. I lived in Suffolk County, and Nassau County chicks and Manhattan chicks were the chicks that I like to date. I didn't like to date anyone local, And I used to go over my boy's house, and I would knock on the door to go visit him now. And his house, because he had sisters, always had a lot of females in it. Always had a lot of females in it. I'm not going to lie. So his sister, the one that I had the long love-hate relationship with, had it in her mind that this particular summer, she was going to smash me. She was going to smash me. You hear that? I wasn't going to smash her. She was going to smash me. And she had two other girlfriends that they made a bet with all three of them to see which one of them could smash me, because I was pretty much off limit. I didn't mess with local women, local girls. And I used to go over the house, man. And as soon as I knocked on the door, and she would like look out the big window, and I guess she would see it was me, would come to the door in a t-shirt and lift up the t-shirt and like, this could be yours. This is what you're missing. And if I am not telling you no lie, all three of them would do the same thing to me, man. And I'm like, yo, these chicks is bugging. And that's the same. I did not give in to that peer pressure, pum pressure. Not me. I was strong. I was strong when I wanted to be strong. I did not give in to the pum pressure. You hear? You do not have to give in to the pum pressure. As much pum stories as I got, I was a strong dude mentally. When I wasn't with it, I just wasn't with it. And not because they weren't good looking, but it just wasn't for me. At that time, I just didn't feel like it, And I don't know if I didn't feel like it. I just I just had this thing in me that I really wanted, you know. And the bad part about it, they were friends with my son's mother. Girls are devious. Don't get it twisted, man. Girls are more hunters than men are. Because I could tell you the amount of chicks that just I met and just be like, yo, I want to smash you, or I could smash you. You know, maybe back then I didn't know maybe how appealing I was to them. I'm not cocky. I was confident, and I didn't realize how many girls really just like this old slim, slender body. I don't know. Maybe it was the body. I just had this great aura with me, and this is the reason I wear white. Pardon me, white, because white brings in, or it reflects, a positive energy. You might say, X, you always wearing white, you always look the same. Yeah, I'm always gonna look the same because this is my energy field. White. I reflect energy. So yeah. So you guys, you ain't gotta smash all the time, man. Get to know them. Get to really know them, man. Sustain. Hold on to your worth. And I tell women, I tell young girls this: you're a queen. What you possess is more valuable than what you think. And it's just not the pom pom. Just everything about you. It's valuable. You know, men too, man. We gotta value ourselves, man. So with all the pom pom shorts and stuff like that, like I said, I did it. It's the truth. I experienced it. But it's not necessarily the best thing. You know, so don't get into those bad habits. You have to smash this, I have to smash that. I know it's a lot. I personally watch it. You know, I watch Mr. Organic, and Mr. Organic, I don't know if it was a porn star or whatever, but Mr. Organic, like, always like on the booty and like, I love it. I love it because it's entertaining to me. But it's not necessary in life to smash everything, man. Get to know these women, man. Get to see if they got brains. Get to see if they don't have mental issues. And then sometimes the mental issues don't come out until you smash. Women are just more, they're more methodical. They're more sensitive. So, like, a quick thing. I met a young lady, and she plain up told me, she's like, I want to smash. I love you, but I just want to smash. I don't want anything else but smashing. And at the time, again, I was single. And I know you're going to want to know if I ever cheated. Yes, I have. You know, some wicked stories. But again, it was that bad habit, you know, that thing that I learned from being in the hood around fellas, that we have to conquer everything, you know? And it's not true. But she told me she wanted to smash, and we used to smash, and it was good. It was physical good. It wasn't mentally good. It wasn't spiritually good. And she caught feelings. She ended up catching feelings, man, because women are different, man. Especially when you have a physical relationship with them. They get emotional. And she got emotional on me. And I had to pull a card. I was like, yo, remember you told me all you want to do is smash. Now it's you love me. And I loved her in a friendship way, but not in a relationship way. The smashing was good because it was just sex, man. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with sex if that's what both of you can agree on and that's what you want to do. And if there's no other person involved that will be hurt from both your actions. You remember I said for every action there's a reaction. And I don't know, again, X, you're killing it, man. You're killing it because you're talking about stuff that we love to do, and you know, but it's true, man. And I'm not talking to these OGs. And yeah, if it's an OG, you can change. I'm talking to young guys, man. I'm talking to the young people, the young women, the young men. Be careful what you do. When you bring a child into this world, if you're just having fun or not, you're responsible, man. For your actions, you are responsible. You are responsible for a child's life for 18 years. So get it right, man. Go back to that old grooving and just humping, that dry hump. Yo, dry humping was the bomb. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Dry humping was the bomb. So get back to that, man. Get back to the dry humping. Get back to thinking, you know. Remember, ladies, men's frontal lobe does not develop until they're after 24. So you got to teach them. You got to guide them. You know, got to guide them. So peace and love. Take care of each other. If you're going to smash, be careful. I say don't smash. Get to know somebody. Love y'all.
I grew up in a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place. See,